Hey there everyone, welcome to February the 10th. Today is actually a long weekend in Hobart. It is Hobart Royal Regatta Day and it's over 180 years old of races on the river harbour area in Hobart. So yay for a public holiday on Monday. It is not celebrated in the all of Tasmania. It's only celebrated in the south. So it's not a massive public holiday, but it is for me, and I'm doing this video, so we're going to have it as one of our craft days. So I purchased a little Wish item off Wish, and we are going to find out what it is. Now, I remember what I purchased, so it's not a big surprise for me, but it will be for you. It is a miniature wooden boat. Every 2 years, I think, on Regatta Day Regatta long weekend, we have a wooden boat festival in Hobart. So I got a little bit of wooden boat. This year, I think, is on the off year. But we are going to do a little beach diorama scene. I don't know what else you could call it. And it was a bit bigger than I remembered this boat being. I think the photos made it look a little bit smaller. And I was going to do the scene in this. However, because of its depth, I was going to want to do a bit more of an underwater scene. So I went looking through my items and I found this shell, which is a scallop shell. Tassie's famous for its scallops. Ever heard of a scallop pie? Look it up. And so I'm going to do a little beach scene on this shell. So I thought that would be a great idea. So I'm going to get everything ready and come on back and we'll continue this arts and crafts for this weekend. Thanks everyone. Alright everyone, so I've got the things that I want to do in order to make this little wooden boat scene. I'm going to mix my sand and resin in here, that way I can cure it and peel it off very easily and reuse the circle mould. I have my shell. This is a beautiful side on here, so I'm going to put the boat on that side. I've got some little pearl beads if I want to make a little cream, some seashells. They're tiny, but not tiny, and also might make it interesting to be a large shell, my UV resin, my UV light, and the boat and the oars. Alrighty, let's get started. Oh, and not forgetting my deco sand. So I'm going to get the sand and put some of it. It is yellow and coarse, but that's okay. I don't have real sand and it's going to work. Then I'm going to put some resin in it. I'm going to get a matchstick or a, what do you call it, a toothpick. And I am going to mix it around. Where's my box of toothpicks? Over here. I'm back. I've just got one of these sort of yellow ones. Go with our little yellow theme. Alrighty, and now we're going to just mix that around. And that's why I've got it. Oh, flicking it everywhere. Might need to vacuum. And we've got that. So it's probably not going to be enough. And I'm just going to put it onto the shell. I wonder if it was stick. I wonder if the shell is too smooth. Maybe I should have sanded it before. Let's give it a go. I can always redo it later. Let's grab more sand, more UV resin, put it on there pretty intensely, mix it around, do some more. And we go that. It was a beautiful day in Hobart. Got to remember, Southern Hemisphere, we are in the middle of summer at the moment. And there we go. Alrighty. I think that should be pretty good to have a little scene. Now, I'm trying to be thinking of what I can do for the boat. And I should use the oars for this. Oh, at least it looks like good sand. So we just pat it out there. And starting to look very good. Covering up some of that ugliness from the shell. Alrighty. And I am wondering if I will UV resin that as it is and how well that will go. Oh, feel the UV on that. That's intense. So I used to have this other resin that I got at eBay, and it would always cure sticky, and I was kind of really understanding. So I purchased this one from online, and not the stickiness. So it was actually the bad quality of the UV that I was using UV resin that I was using previously. I think I've chucked it out, so I can't even tell you the brand name, but it wasn't good, and this one seems quite good. So I recommend using that one. Oh, it's hard already. Look at how cool that is. Oh, and it's standing quite well, so I can actually feel a little bit warm. So I like that. So mainly what I'm going to do is, because UV resin has to sort of be transparent, you can't, you know, put a boat on here, put UV under there, put a boat on there, put the light on it, because it won't stick because the UV isn't getting to it. So the UV actually has to get to the resin for it to be hard. So mainly what I was going to do is just have some boats. Just have the boat like that. And what I'm thinking that I need to do, and I can do this in a later video, and that is to put make a little crab out of polymer clay and have a little bit more of a scene there. I am going to have a look at some of these shells and try and pick out what would be a good one to have there. I probably need a small one. Oh, this one is cute. It's a tiny, try and get it there. It's a tiny nautilus shell. See, it's got the opening and the swirl. Oh, I love that one. I kind of feel like you kind of go, oh, I want to keep it. However, if you don't use it, you don't get it. And here's another little nautilus shell. I might use that one instead. My nanny used to be into nautilus shells. So much so, I have a nautilus fairy painting that's in Regatta with my parents. Alrighty. Oh, revealed a bit of information about myself then. Let's have a look. That's just sort of a little bit of a broken shell, so I might use that, and I want to use that and the bigger of the nautilus shell. I want to keep the little small nautilus shell. I don't know how I want to do the boat yet, but let's get, and out of these ones, I think these are the pearls, but I've got to position it so it doesn't look like a bead. So I might put it with the shell. So let's do a little bit of glue in this area. Do that to see if you can get some light. And I want to do it. I might try the resin again, just because my glue's not coming out. And hopefully it's got good coverage. And I think that this end would look really good at, too much resin? Probably. Might have it look good to have some rocks there. Now these rocks here are a bit too shiny and cool. And I might use some of the dark ones just to, that's not a very dark one, is it, Joe? Just to put up here. I wonder if they will hold. Well, let's experiment and find out. Oh, that's intense. It looks so good on the actual video though. So try and get in and underneath there to see if the resin will hold. Sort of clumped together. Actually, put some of the big shells on there. Oops, I'll put some on the top. Well, let's put some little shells there. Put a shell there. Oh, that one is... See what I said? Like underneath it, it won't resin, it won't do it. So you've got to actually get the resin in and around. So I'll put them on top and let's see how that works. Love working with resin just for this purpose is the fact that it cures so fast and holds so quickly, whereas glue doesn't. But as I said, with UV resin, other resins will take 12 to 24 hours to hold and dry, but with UV resin it has to get right in and see the actual light. See, that's all cured now. Yep. And that's all on hold. It actually feels a little bit warm. That light is so good and intense. So let's put some resin over this bit, and we'll put a little shell there and a little bead and another bead and my piece de resistance. Oh, that bead is, there you go. There you go, isn't that beautiful, that shell? And cure that. Oh, I was going to, am I too late with that? Probably. And has the resin, oh yeah, the resin's already cured. So I will just put that aside for a second. Put that little bit of thing. If I find a really small bit of driftwood, that would be quite good. And we'll go from there. So I'm liking my little display at the moment, and really you've seen how easy it is. I might put this on the edges just because I'm feeling the resin so much at the moment. And we'll go like that and we'll do around and see if that holds it down. Otherwise I'll have to use glue. It's already cured on that. So I might do that with the oar. Not sure how I want the oars to go yet. And there, I should put some netting and everything in the boats, but I might do that and do more decoration at a later time. Maybe on a different day when it's oar day or net day or Sebastian the crab day. Why are all crabs named Sebastian? Alrighty, so I'm going to put the oars there because I want the opportunity to change it. But here's my little boat for Regatta Day, up on the sand, looking very, very cute. Alrighty. Thanks everyone. Have a great long weekend, and I'm sure I've got another video soon because there's lots happening in February. We've got Pride Month. I'm definitely going to do something for that, and I know exactly what. We have Valentine's Day, and we have my birthday. So we've got to do a birthday day craft. Alrighty, so I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching me, and happy long weekend. Bye everyone.